Once upon a time, some very busy fishermen lived near the Baltic Sea. They made their food from the rice growing on the sand near the sea. But they also caught some fish from the water of the sea. They had no other kind of food. In some cases, the sea threw the ships like the nutholes, and brave men died in the sea. In spite of this fact, people loved the rough sea, and they were walking on its shore.
Kastytis, the young Greek fisherman, did the same. He lived in a small cottage with his mother. Every day he went to the sea to try to catch some fish. One day he returned with empty fishing nets.
Today I couldn't catch anything, my dear mom.
What can we do, my dear son? We can't be starving. We have plenty of rice this year. We can spend some days with it. Then God will help us, you will see.
I will catch some fish, my mother. You will see. Have you ever heard of the story that the fisherman died of hunger because the sea didn't give any fish for food? There are plenty of fish in the sea I can catch with my little bare hands. Tomorrow I am going for the sea and catch some fish.
It's all right. I will be waiting for you.
Kastytis said he had gone to the sea the following day, but he returned very sadly again. The other fishermen had no fortune as well, and it was going on day by day. The rice started to run out, and people were getting frightened.
I don't understand it. I have been going to the sea for 40 years, but I have never seen such. The sea not giving food for us, never it was needed. We have to decide something soon in this terrible time.
I go for the sea tomorrow. Please come with me.
Alright, let's go together.
Please take care, my dear son. It is not a good idea to argue with the gods above. It would be better wait for a short time.
I will come back with a lot of fish. I will promise it to you.
They all the fishermen happily went for the sea. They said goodbye to their families and left with their fishing rods. The sea was not very friendly. Big waves were gathering as if they wanted to swallow the whole world. The other fishermen got very frightened, so they rushed home immediately. Kastytis was the only who didn't get afraid. He tried to do everything very bravely because he wanted to fulfill his wishes to his mother.
I am a very brave fisherman. No storm, no wind can make me afraid. I will promise my mother to take a lot of fish for her. I will do it.
But of course he was feeling very sad deep in his head. He was thinking of his mother. Fishing wasn't a present for him anymore. He didn't know where to go or what to do. The sea was now very calm and felt like a mirror.
Kastytis threw his fishing net into the sea for the first time, then the second time, and then suddenly turned up the beautiful goddess of Jurates from the sea. She was really wonderful. Kastytis has never seen a beautiful girl like her in his life.
Who are you, young man? I can see you every day coming here with your fishing boat. You always throw your net into the sea and then go home with the fish.
I am Kastytis. I leave my mother in a small cottage on the seashore. I come to the sea every day because I am a fisherman. But I don't have you seen, and your beauty is so wonderful, like the rising sun, your hair like the soft waves of the sea.
Stop it, please. Tell me why you are disturbing my peaceful sea world, why you make my friends go to your fishing nets. Take them home and eat them. I want you to leave my world as soon as possible with your net. Other way?
Other way?
But at that moment, Jurates looked into Kastytis' deep blue eyes and she fell in love with him immediately. She didn't know it would be the biggest mistake of her life.
I know there is a God. He has heard my prayer. That face, look at that face, look at those eyes. It started to fall from.
I know why I'm alive. I see the reason why. That smile, that heart-stopping smile, those resting lips. I will not forget this moment.
You and I were born to love. Finally, my life has now begun.
You and I were born to love. I know in my heart you are mine.
Nothing in this world will stand in our way.
You don't have to see, I hear what you say.
And that I did. Why don't you come with me to see my wonderful sea palace? So you could see all these things I was out talking about you. The mermaids are going to make you feel very relaxed in my world, and I also would be very happy with you.
Kastytis couldn't say no to the wonderful Jurates, and he came with her to the palace. During this time, his mother was waiting and waiting for his son, but he didn't come back. What will she do if her only son disappeared in the sea? She wouldn't let him go alone to the sea. She was right, it is very dangerous to argue with the gods above. So she was crying and crying and crying, and she was really sad. But Kastytis was having a really great time with the mermaids in the wonderful water world under the sea. He also fell in love with Jurates, the beautiful goddess. They both know their love cannot be real. It can happen only in the dreams. Perkunas, the god of the storms, got now about their love.
Jurates, how do you dare to be against the rules of the gods? How did you dare to fall in love with a human?
It's not my fault, but Kastytis is so kind and nice.
You have broken to love. Your punishment is coming soon. Bear your loving palace, the graph of your lover. Here is coming the destroying storm.
No,
Perkunas, the god of the storms, got know about their love.
Your anger will be your wrath. I will destroy it into pieces with my big sword. You have to learn that you have to keep the rules of the gods all the time.
Next day the tremendous storm settled down. The old sea even liked Jurates. It liked for her braveness, for her beauty, and for her moderation. It sent one of its roomy waves to the shore. When the wave finally disappeared, little shiny stones were lying on the shore. Jurates picked them up, touched them gently, and kept them to her soul. In each of them she saw something. Wonderful clouds in the first, stormy sea waves or sunshine in the others. She took them and put them in her neck. So the sea was calm again, as if it hadn't sent this gift to Jurates. Everything was calm and peaceful.
Thanks for everything, my dear friend, the sea. I will take care of it and keep all the memories of Kastytis' love in my mind forever. Goodbye, Kastytis, the bravest man in this human world.
The necklace was shining in the bright sunshine, but Jurates was deeply sad in her soul. But at that moment, she saw the face of her dear darling. She tried to touch him, but she couldn't. But from that moment, she wasn't sad anymore. Delight was reflecting on her.